Hey, this is Soomin Kim, your Austin real estate agent, and welcome to the 78729 zip code of Austin, Texas. We are here on 1.6 acres of my newest unique listing. I present to you 12600 Shasta Lane. All right, welcome to the main entrance of my newest listing, perhaps one of my most unique listings. This is 12600 Shasta Lane in Austin, 78729. Now, this is one of those properties that you really have to give as much attention, if not more, to the entire home site and the property than you do the actual home. Here we have a fence that is open. You know, the owner can choose to leave that open or closed. And again, this is 1.66 acres in Austin. It's right off 183. The home itself is going to give you 2,065 square feet. It was built in 1970. The garage has been converted to a room with its own door and air conditioned, but we did not add it to the square footage count. It's going to give you 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, but as I mentioned, more than anything, it's this lot. It's a heavily treed and wooded lot. Even from the drone and the aerial footage, it's very difficult for you to even see the road or the home because of the amount of beautiful grand and grandfather trees there are. You know, this entrance has been paved. There you see an RV parking storage that is not being used. It can be used for any purpose, really. But again, you're seeing just beautiful trees all around. We're talking really grand, large trunk wooded section from the beginning of this lot to the end of the lot. You know, what you'll have right here is a little bit of a bypass, a little bit of a bridge going over the water right there. There we have the gardener that just redid that entire fence right there. So that's been renovated. And one of the values of this particular property, or the owner of this property, or the new owner of the property, is going to be, obviously, it's going to be privacy. Privacy all around. It's actually surrounded by a little bit of commercial. We got some businesses, storage units, and another apartment on the other side, but a lot of that has been covered by the trees, as you can see here. Really feels majestic as you drive in. It's just, again, surrounded and covered and shaded. And there we have 12600 Shasta Lane. There's a few designated parking spots that have been placed right over here. There's also a little bit of a roundabout that you can utilize to make U-turns. Come up right here as well. Now, this, as I mentioned in the description on MLS, is a visionary's dream. I mean, there is room, there is space, there's a wooded forest back there. There is an abandoned basketball court. There is a backyard. There is a fenced area. There is another storage unit and a storage house over there. And it's just, this is one of those units that just in properties that have so much character, so much that can be done that has not been done by a previous owner. So I'm really excited to see what the new owner and the vision that they have for this particular property. There you see the garage that has been converted into another room with a separate entrance. The current owner did have that rented out, so it makes a great option, you know, to really help leverage your mortgage with the rent. The style of the home, again, it was built in 1970. It's got a nice, really balance of, has a little bit of a mid-century vibe to it, has got traditional vibe to it, but you can see some of the slanted roofing is really coming back. And this was the original architecture of this particular home. I want to show you a little bit about the side of the home that leads to a side yard. Also has a door right there. Just giving you a little bit more to see in here. There's so much to see. Here we have a fenced in yard area along with a storage house. We have a children's home there that was, you know, something for play. Looks like there we have a fire pit. And as we go back towards the back of this property, you're just going to see, again, a heavily wooded privacy all on this particular property. Here we have really what the use for this was, looks like more than anything, was a basketball court. It can be repaved. It can be used as a pickleball court, a repaved basketball court. Back here, it can be plenty of room for even another property that you wanted to utilize, or any type of vision of a swimming pool or outdoor oasis or playscape or anything that you can do. You know, really, this is a home site and the property that's going to allow you to do that. Now we'll make our way back to the home, but what I want to do now is just put some music on and have you enjoy the rest of this virtual home tour. And really, more than anything, a virtual property tour of 1.66 acres here in Austin. I hope you enjoyed. This is 12600 Shasta Lane. All the information about the listing, MLS number, anything is going to be placed below in the description. If you have any questions about this home, if you have an agent and you want them to reach out, don't hesitate to reach out. All my contact information will be placed on the end of this video and in the description below. Enjoy.